Live from Montana's news station, this is a KTBQ Town Hall meeting. Tonight, President Bill Clinton answers your questions.
You're watching Channel 13, WTHR, Indianapolis. Now, Ann Ryder, Bob Gregory's Skytrack Weather, and Dave Calabro Sports. With coverage you can count on, this is Channel 13 Eyewitness News tonight.
Good evening.
KELOLAND News at 10.
Good evening. Bob Dole, who won South Dakota's very first early presidential primary.
Celebrating the Northern Spirit, we're PGTV, part of the Jim Pattison Broadcast Group.
Tonight, a funding announcement that could lead to a replacement for the Cameron Street Bridge. Canfor announces plans to close some of its sawmills. Chinese Canadians receive an apology from the Prime Minister. And a look at a Cougars defenseman hoping to hear his name at the NHL draft.
From the Prince George Broadcast Center, this is PGTV News at 5 with Dave Barry.
Good evening. An infrastructure agreement between the federal and provincial
soccer, pride, jazz. Toronto prepares for a weekend of celebration. Those stories and more tonight. This is CBC News at 6. Hello, I'm Diana Swain. You may be one of thousands of Ontarians.
From Thunder Bay's news source, the TV News Hour.
A major cash infusion for the Dorian Fish Hatchery. The Harper government's military spending spree continues. And a record-setting day at the World Cup of Soccer.
Good evening, and thanks for joining us tonight. A pair of
Muy buenas noches. Los candidatos presidenciales mexicanos.
Bonjour. Rien n'arrête Israël dans ses représailles pour l'enlèvement.
Telediario, con el arquitecto Héctor Benavides, Lila Cortés, Abimael Salas, Ernesto Chavana, Ricardo Espinosa.
Bienvenidos al Telediario, saludamos a quienes nos escuchan en radio a WM.
Thank you for tuning into the American News Network. I hope you had a great weekend. I'm Amanda Strumminger. And our top story tonight,
If it's been news in the Southland, he's seen it. The eyes for a generation of Southern Californians. For 3 decades, he's been there, explaining the events that shaped our lives. Soon, LA's most trusted newsman comes to Channel 9, part of a new commitment to news unprecedented in Southern California.
From the desert to the sea to all of Southern California, this is Prime 9 News.
Isn't it about time that 15 million Southern Californians had a newscast that can bring it all together? The news goes on 7 days a week on California 9. Join Larry Carroll and Deborah Snell as LA's newest and most aggressive news team brings you the most complete and up-to-date news coverage in the Southland. Prime 9 News Weekend at 10 p.m.
Good evening. I'm Larry Carroll.
And I'm Deborah Snell.
Only on California 9. You're watching KCAL TV, Norwalk, Los Angeles, California 9. Jerry Dunphy, Jane Velez-Mitchell, Wayne Shattuck, weather, and Joe Fowler, sports. This is Prime 9 News at 8.
You're watching 17JKS Cable 9 Jacksonville. Now, get it all in 30 minutes. This is 17 First Coast News at 11.
A First Coast video store is caught up in a raid targeting hardcore pornography. Some kids caught up in a deadly First Coast crime spree won't be back on the streets anytime soon.
Now from your news channel, the latest breaking news, county by county coverage, and weather on the nines. This is Bay News 9.
Good day, everyone. Thanks so much for being with us today. It's Tuesday.
You're watching KETV Channel 7 Omaha. More complete coverage. This is the most watched local news at 5. KETV News Watch 7 First News.
Good morning. Happy Wednesday. I'm John Oakey.
And I'm Alicia Hammond. It's January 18th.
KETV News Watch 7 First News. More complete coverage with John Oakey, Alicia Hammond, meteorologist Andrea Brado, traffic to go with Jana Morell, and live reports from Michael Severe. This is KETV News Watch 7 First News.
Welcome back in. Good morning, everyone. First News weather.
KETV News Watch 7, your source for more complete coverage.
Update on a Bellevue toddler who accidentally drank some lamp oil.
Work on making sure this doesn't happen to other people.
With the story behind the big story.
An exclusive interview with the Omaha police officer critically injured in a car accident.
First, with breaking news.
Watch 7's Michael Severe is live with the very latest.
It all started as a police chase.
Taking you live.
Moving through, and just beyond that is where the train derailment took place.
KETV News Watch 7 for more complete coverage.
Live from KM3 Omaha, this is KM3 News This Morning.
It is 5 o'clock on this Monday morning.
You're watching KM3 News This Morning with Mary Williams and meteorologist Charles Tonklin.
Now, live, local, late-breaking, Channel 6 News with Jim Seidlicki, Mallory Maddox, and your precision forecast with meteorologist Scott Aiken. This is Channel 6 News, live at daybreak.
And a good Thursday morning to you, everybody. It is a beautiful day.
You're watching KETV Channel 7 Omaha. More complete coverage. This is the most watched local news at 5. KETV News Watch 7.
An area inmate claims his experiences while behind bars were less.
You're watching KETV Channel 7 Omaha. More complete coverage. This is KETV News Watch 7 at 6.
We've all seen it, people paying more.
New tonight, a smoking ban proposal in Iowa. Plus, see the dramatic end to a police chase, and the woman who gets hit goes after the suspect.
You're watching KETV Channel 7 Omaha. More complete coverage. This is KETV News Watch 7 at 10.
Tonight's big story, an Omaha police officer.
KETV News Watch 7 at 10. More complete coverage with Rob McCartney, Julie Cornell, Chief Meteorologist Bill Ranby, and John Sheets. This is KETV News Watch 7 at 10.
Live from KM3 Omaha, this is KM3 News at 5.
Burning buildings and fields off.
You're watching KM3 News at 5 with Deborah Ward, Greg Peterson, and Chief Meteorologist Ryan McPike.
Tonight, your Cloudy Sky fan of the day. Next on the Fox 42 News at 9, the latest stories affecting your city. Thank you again to all of you who joined us for our town hall meeting. Your country, your world.
Answers for your life and your heroes of the heartland, making us all proud.
Your weather accurate and dependable. Your sports in your community.
With people you can trust.
We're your anchors.
We're your weather authority. We're your local sports.
And we're on your station.
The Fox 42 News starts now.
We're your station. This is the KPTM Fox 42 News at 9.
An escaped convict is back behind bars after spending a little...
Live from KM3 Omaha, this is KM3 News at 10.
We have a 20-year-old.
Covering Omaha, Lincoln, and Council Bluffs. This is the KXVO 15 10 o'clock news.
The Aryan alternative has turned.
Now, live, local, late-breaking. Channel 6 News, live at 4.
Good afternoon, and thanks for joining us. I'm Sheila Brummer.
And I'm Brian.
You're watching live, local, late-breaking Channel 6 News with John Nicely, Tracy Madden, your precision forecast with Chief Meteorologist Jim Flowers, and Sports in a Minute with Dave Weber. This is Channel 6 News, live at 5. Now, the Heartland's most experienced meteorologist, Jim Flowers, with your precision forecast.
Good evening, everyone. The clouds that we had today will likely...
Now, live, local, late-breaking. This is Channel 6 News, live at 6.
Good evening. I'm Tracy Madden.
I'm Brian Mastery, and for John.
You're watching live, local, late-breaking Channel 6 News with John Nicely, Tracy Madden, your precision forecast with Chief Meteorologist Jim Flowers, and sports with Dave Weber. This is Channel 6 News, live at 6.
And
10 minutes of non-stop news, your no-wait forecast, and lead-off sports. The Heartland's most watched newscast, 10 at 10, starts now.
good evening. I'm Tracy Madden.
And I'm Brian Mastery, and for
Oxide poisoning.
the body.
Breaking news. First warning weather. Action 3 News, live at 5, starts now.
Good evening. I'm Deborah Ward.
And I'm Greg.
Breaking news. First warning weather. This is Action 3 News, live at 5, with Deborah Ward, Greg Peterson, and Chief Meteorologist Ryan McPike.